Born to Ride is sponsored in part by Rubenstein Law, 1-800-FL-LEGAL, representing riders since 1988. Offices throughout Florida, 1-800-FL-LEGAL. If Instagram is your thing, we're there. We're everywhere. Follow us at #Born to Ride Motorcycle Media, your #1 motorcycle resource.
Thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride TV, the longest running biker TV show in the world. This week, it's Game Over Cycles, the unbelievable tattooed motorcycle, the Recidivist, comes to life. All this and more here on Born to Ride TV.
Today's best and tomorrow's greats.
It's time
for Cranked Up Country.
This is Cranked Up Country, heard on all the great stations across the nation. Check us out, crankedupcountryradio.com, or find us on social media, see what's going on with us. Born to Ride Motorcycle Media is the hub for the American biker lifestyle. Read it, watch it, ride it. BornToRide.com. Check out Born to Ride Magazine, the radio show, the podcast, the YouTube channel, and of course the events. It's the life and times of motorcycles and the people who ride them. Born to Ride, proud sponsor of the Cranked Up Country Radio Show podcast. Read it, watch it, ride it. BornToRide.com.
Today's best and tomorrow's greats.
I'm Kevin Mack from Counting Cars on the History Channel.
I'm Danny, a.k.a. The Count Coker, and you are watching Born to Ride TV. Stay tuned. Woo!
The idea of creating a motorcycle covered with real tattoos came to me about 10 years ago. I'm tattooed myself, and I think people have tattoos in order to express their character, just as they paint their motorcycles in a way fitting to who they are and what they like. Some people like skulls, others like flames, and they show that through their bikes. It's been known for a long time that leather can be tattooed, so one day I thought, why not? Let's cover the whole bike in leather and ink it. The bike's concept relates to a long-standing biker tradition. In the turbulent post-war era in America, many bikers led a life on the edge of the law. That's why we called this bike the Recidivist. It was supposed to be completely covered in tattoos and look like a living creature, a person with very strong character who values individuality and a sense of freedom. To give this bike a very specific old-school style, we had to create the frame from scratch. To relate the bike's construction to the original idea, we couldn't make just a regular frame, so we made it to resemble the shape of the human spine, which nicely fits with the tattoos covering the human body. All these things then had to be fit into the design of the fuel tank. The challenge was to have a modern fuel injection engine with a computer, but have it still look like an old-school bike with a carburetor. We had to find a way to hide all the electronics, cables, computer, fuel pump, and everything else. In order to create the tricky fuel tank, we started by forming it out of styrofoam. This was a much better option than first building it in metal, as metal is much more difficult to work with. We fit it to the bike in a 1-to-1 scale. Then we looked at it from all possible angles and evaluated how it all fit and looked. Once the styrofoam tank was ready, we moved on to another material, wood. With wood, we could create a form that could be put into the final steel rendition. So we cut the styrofoam into small pieces, replicated the shapes in wood, polished it all up, and made one side of a fuel tank, then mirrored that, which eventually gave us the completed tank. One part of the tank is for fuel, while the other part is where you installed all the electronics, maintaining the overall look of a traditional fuel tank.
Oh, hey, I think one of the most self-gratifying feelings as a photographer is to have your work published in a magazine. The physical print publication and the feeling of having your work recognized is just so rad. My tattoo portrait photography series called The Shop was featured in an 8-page spread in the Born to Ride magazine in their April issue. My series features 10 different heavily tattooed individuals. I didn't only want to feature their tattoos, but also them as individuals. Ron Galletti, owner of Born to Ride magazine, sent me copies of the actual publication along with a handwritten letter. And he went on to say, "Nick, I hope you dig the issues. Let's do more. I love your work, man. Create, produce, yesterday and today." Signed, Ron Galletti. What a great feeling it is to receive this in the mail. And I'm so stoked for this opportunity. And make sure you guys check them out, Born to Ride TV and magazine.
Born to Ride Magazine, the #1 biker magazine that delivers dynamic content for you, the reader, every month, has done it again. Stronger than ever, powered by Rubenstein Law. See the May 2020 issue online and on the streets, featuring Heaven Fields' Woman Power on the cover with her Ducati. Eric Runyon nails the cover shot. Liz Lewis and Elsa Rosenberg, Women Who Ride special interviews. Hope all the moms had a happy Mother's Day. Are you ride or die? Antonio Hernandez is. Find out about the new magazine dedicated to sport bike community of Florida. Is your motorcycle in the Safe at Home bike show? There is still time at BornToRide.com. Nefarious James deals up the Second Amendment, a loyal brother who delivers the smackdown. Let's not forget the meaning of Memorial Day. Never forget our veterans who serve by Terry Longpree. Stay in the fight. Operation Zero. Never quit on life as Rangers lead the way with Greg Blackwell. Jim Fannin, one of America's foremost thought leaders and life coach to the stars, gives us when life is tough. If you want horsepower and torque, Rob Schwellinger delivers it 100%. And get on board the Born to Ride Ocean Cruise for bikers February 2021. So read it, watch it, ride it, plus so much more. Born to Ride May issue on the streets and online now. For you, the reader.
They say laughter is the best medicine. They must never have tasted wind. The new Lowrider S. Classic look, new roar.
Need we say more? Only at Crystal Harley-Davidson, Homosassa, Florida.
It's Born to Ride's the Safe at Home Bike Show. A 10-class bike show for you to easily enter. Best of all, it's absolutely free. Just enter your photos of your motorcycle with your name, make, and model to our direct message, Facebook, or Instagram. Best of show to be featured with a photo shoot by Eric Runyon for the cover of Born to Ride magazine. So be a part of the Born to Ride Safe at Home Bike Show.
I'm Fester Jenkins from Boss Hog Radio. Born to Ride is coming to Boss Hog Radio Thursday nights in April, 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 1, get an attorney. When you or a loved one have been injured by another's negligence, an experienced attorney can make a huge difference. At Rubenstein Law, we will find all of the insurance, make sure your injuries are documented, and work to get you the best result. While each case is different, a well-known insurance company's own study showed people with a lawyer on average got more money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
In the next stage, we covered the whole bike and elements related to the criminal underworld. We started with the gear shift, which is an infamous suicide shifter made from a crowbar. The clutch and brake levers are formed in the shape of butterfly knives. The brake pump lever is in the shape of a symbol used in legal code. The front brake calipers look like handcuffs. We drew them in a 1-to-1 scale. Then we designed it on a computer and put it into a CNC milling machine, which milled the calipers out of aluminum. The ready part looked like brand new, but we treated it with a burner and basically destroyed it so that it would look old. This was done on purpose because the bike is supposed to look like it already has a rap sheet. The bike's front suspension looks like a traditional old-school coil tattoo machine. We didn't want to cover it with anything, so we took 2 pistons and wrapped them with copper wire, imitating coils from a traditional machine. Inside there are pistons, springs, even hardness regulation. But we had to fit it in a way so that its looks would resemble that of a traditional coil tattoo machine, while being a fully operational trapezoidal bike frame. Other themed elements of this bike are the knuckle duster, which functions as the rear lamp, and the Kickstarter, which is in the shape of a bomb detonator. The icing on the cake is the exhaust pipe, which not only looks exactly like a Cheyenne brand tattoo machine, but also works the same way. The pipes contain tattooing needles, and when you start the bike, the exhaust fumes make the needles mimic those of a tattoo machine. When we started covering the bike with leather, I realized just how large an area I'd have to tattoo. It would be impossible to be done by one person, so I invited 2 artists from 2 Polish tattoo studios and a representative from Cheyenne, which makes very modern, I'd say even futuristic tattoo machines. This suited the bike perfectly, and some of those machines were even used to make parts for the bike.
When we heard about the idea of building a motorcycle that should combine the 2 worlds of tattooing and biking, we were directly interested in this project. And the fact that the bike will get tattoos on its leather skin made it perfect for us. When I saw the bike for the first time at GOC in Poland, I was speechless for a couple of minutes, and we started with the first conversations about the bike, the to-dos, the further process very quickly, but I tried to sneak away in every free minute to get back to the bike and just look on it. It wasn't finished at that time, but there were already a lot of small details on it, and from that point we were sure that it will be a great project, great bike and a great piece of art.
We are very proud to be part of the Cheyenne Bike project, and we want to thank Game Over Cycles for giving us the chance to get involved.
Are you down with the nation? Tiny Trailer Nation, the biggest secret in travel and adventure. Take your motorcycle anywhere, live in comfort on the spot, say goodbye to hotel cost. Campers, toy haulers, themed trailers built for any budget, 1 bike or 2. Includes electric, water hookups, microwave, refrigerator, sink, tie downs, and more. Your trailer or ours, new or used. Your dream is here at a working man's price. Tiny Trailer Nation, biker musician owned, a name you can trust. It's Born to Ride's the Safe at Home Bike Show. A 10-class bike show for you to easily enter. Best of all, it's absolutely free. Just enter your photos of your motorcycle with your name, make, and model to our direct message, Facebook, or Instagram. Best of show to be featured with a photo shoot by Eric Runyon for the cover of Born to Ride magazine. So be a part of the Born to Ride Safe at Home Bike Show.
Hi, I'm attorney Nicole Armstrong from Rubenstein Law, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 2, beware of strangers. If you've been in an accident and a stranger contacts you to get your case, watch out, they're breaking the law. These crooks knock on your door, send you text messages, and even go into your hospital room uninvited. They work for shady clinics and lawyers who want the insurance proceeds for themselves. Don't hire them, report them.
For more of these rules, go to rubensteinlaw.com.
Born to Ride TV Radio live every Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. with Dave Flash Morgan, special guest, and Born to Ride TV content. At Facebook, Born to Ride TV Magazine. Read it, watch it, ride it.
Hey guys, this is Deputy LaCaze with the Volusia Sheriff's Office. I want to welcome you to Daytona Bike Week 2020. One of the things I'd like to see is all the people here. We're glad that you all come, and I just want to make sure that you understand, please don't drink and drive and ride safe.
In total, to build this bike, it took over 3,000 man-hours, and the tattooing itself lasted over 250 hours. I like new challenges. I like to face things which at the start seem impossible or very difficult to do. And this project was that kind of challenge. Working on this bike was a cool experience and a learning process. Both of us complement each other on doing it together. We tried various techniques on how to apply ink on such a raw and hard material as leather. It's not the same as with human skin. The tattooing of this bike is as important as tattooing a client's skin, because in each case, you only do it once. The whole bike is covered in over 4 square meters of tattooed leather. All the tattoos are coherent and relate to the criminal theme. There's only one tattoo which doesn't really suit the bike. It's a card with a piece of H.R. Geiger's art placed on the fuel tank. It was very important to me to have it on the bike because Geiger is an artist who inspires me when I build my bikes. That means a lot to me. To stress the bike's uniqueness even more, we chose the prestigious tattoo convention in London as the location for its unveiling. The last and the biggest tattoo shows Themis sitting on an electric chair. We decided to tattoo it live during the London show. It took more than 40 hours over 2 days for 2 tattoo artists to make it, but this way the audience could see how hard it was.
I'll tell a few words about the bike, but I think it would be the best to do it when you actually see it, so if I can ask Sasha and the guys to uncover it. We cannot start the bike here, but if we started the bike, the needles are actually moving just like in a tattoo machine.
Lots of people gathered around our stand. Event visitors, media reporters, even other tattoo artists who were doing tattoos during the event. Everybody was amazed. It was sort of a sensation. Of course, there were artists from all over the world and a large number of amazing tattoos, but a tattooed bike being tattooed live on stage, this was the only one. Shortly after that, the buzz around the bike began. The press started writing about it. The bike got featured on the covers of Bike, Tattoo, and daily magazines all over the world. There are thousands of photos on the internet and a number of TV news reports. The Recidivist is the world's first tattooed motorcycle, so I think the buzz around it has only just begun.
Are you down with the nation? Tiny Trailer Nation, the biggest secret in travel and adventure. Take your motorcycle anywhere. Live in comfort on the spot. Say goodbye to hotel cost. Campers, toy haulers, themed trailers built for any budget. One bike or two. Includes electric, water hookups, microwave, refrigerator, sink, tie downs, and more. Your trailer or ours, new or used. Your dream is here at a working man's price. Tiny Trailer Nation, biker musician owned, a name you can trust.
Yeah, I have to say Born to Ride has been a big influence on my trailer sales in the last 2 or 3 months. It's been nothing but a big surprise. I mean, the magazine articles, everything in the commercials, it's been nothing but the best of help to me in my business.
Is your business becoming invisible? Create a great advertising relationship today with Born to Ride. Call 888-795-5779.